Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Rob here from Shonen Showdown, and today we are going to be picking the best anime teams. Thanks to Dungeon Hunter 6 for sponsoring today's video. Now, Dungeon Hunter 6 is an MMORPG where you play as a bounty hunter in both PvE and PvP settings for free. You can even form guilds and have raids online, but that's not the best part. Finally, we have an MMORPG that demonstrates complete dominance in battle. Now, in most games, when you beat the boss, you finish a level and the show's over, but not in Dungeon Hunter 6. You could literally force the bosses to become part of your crew like Kaido did to most of the worst generation in One Piece. Now, these bosses are your summonings that you can literally use to shapeshift or create unique setups with. You can even use them as mounts if you need to fly somewhere. This is basically what happened to Frieza against Toppo during the Tournament of Power. The 3D graphics look beautiful, and you even have unique missions you can go on. Some of them require stealth and some unique abilities that you gain throughout the game. Dungeon Hunter 6 even comes with a skill tree while leveling up your character, so you can have unique builds as well. If you want to start playing this game today for free, be sure to click the link in the description down below or scan the QR code if you are watching on PC. Upon joining, you will receive a special starter pack valued at $50. You get 10 summoning scrolls, an SSR Lieutenant Demonic Wolf, and much more. Also, if you sign up during the Lucky Spin event starting October 15th, you have a chance to win awesome prizes like an iPhone 15 Pro Max, a PlayStation 5, and much more. Now hurry up and click that link and I'll see y'all in the game. So first up, I saw this on Twitter the other day. This looks like a One Piece pick the strongest team. It's definitely tough. It's definitely tough because everybody in here is in their prime. So because we're talking about prime everybody, Team Kaido for me personally has gotta go. I think Kaido is powerful, but you're looking at legends like Roger, Whitebeard, and Garp in their prime. Personally, I don't know if Kaido has surpassed them in his prime. I don't think so. Luffy still has a ways to go, even though we do love his advanced conquerors. I'm not really worried about Team Kaido. Now, when you're looking at Team Roger, Whitebeard, and Garp, I know you guys know who I'm looking at already. Shanks is in Team Garp already. One of my favorite hockey users in the series. He's the only one to date that made an admiral run for their lives before he even got to see him alive in the flesh and in person. That happens to be Admiral Aramaki. There are a lot of Mihawk fans out there that have Mihawk above Shanks. There are a lot of Shanks fans out there that have Shanks above Mihawk. That is a never-ending discussion. But I will say this. To the right of Shanks, you have Monkey D. Dragon. And not only is Dragon put on the same team as his father Garp, Monkey D. Dragon is somebody to me that I've always believed to be a top 10, top 5 strongest character in the One Piece verse. I think Dragon is elite because when you're looking at Sabo, who happens to be the right-hand man of Dragon, Dragon trained Sabo, and now Sabo is being called the Flame Emperor. Sabo has elite mounts of haki. Sabo is boxing against a Fujitora and an Admiral Aramaki at the same time. Now granted, he did have a couple of revolutionary captains there like Morley and Lindbergh and everybody, but he still was able to hold it down. That is thanks to Dragon's training. If we get to see Dragon go all out, there is no doubt in my mind he's gonna be up there with the best of them. So to see them working together and have Garp on the same team as his son, I'm already looking at a tremendously powerful duo. I love Team Whitebeard. They have Captain Kidd on there. We saw what Shanks did to Captain Kidd. Get him out of there. That's one tap, he's gone. I believe Garp can hang in a fight with either Whitebeard or Roger. Not saying he's going to grab the W, but he can hold his own to an equal battle for the most part. Big Mom's not hanging with Shanks. Now, when you're looking at Team Roger and Team Whitebeard, Odin versus Rayleigh is a conversation. Personally, I believe the hockey output of Rayleigh in his prime is definitely good enough to go up against Odin, but I wouldn't be mad if somebody said that Odin could technically win because Odin took hits directly from Roger, directly from Whitebeard, and was still alive to tell the tale. It has to be Team Garp. Now, do I think it will come down to taking out a Roger or taking out a Whitebeard in a 2v1? For the most part, I mean, I think Shanks can hang in there as well. Shanks in his prime we're seeing right now is elite all around. And this is why I think that if we're taking prime Garp, because you got to look at what happened with the Rocks Pirates. It was Roger and Garp teaming together. So Garp is still relative to Roger level. It really comes down to if you have faith in Dragon or not, and I'm a person who does. I think Yamato can hold their own, and I think Kizaru is one of the strongest admirals outside of an Akainu. Moving on. Oh, we have Team A going up against Team B. It looks like in Team A we have Naruto, Luffy, Asta, and Bang from One Punch Man. And then in Team B, it looks like we have Meliodas, Gojo, All Might, and Natsu. Here's the deal. I personally believe Team A would be formidable in the sense that they can really play off Luffy having Gear 5, and then you could talk about Naruto's Barrier Mode. Now, these are two elite techniques coming from Naruto and Luffy working together, because Luffy would be able to literally change the scope of people's bodies that he's landing attacks on. And then you have Asta holding his own against a Natsu in the sense that he would be able to really disrupt his magic going out. And let's not forget, Meliodas is also a magic user as well, so Asta would have his work cut out for him. But let's stop beating around the bush. This is a stomp, man. This is Team BW all the way. The only fodder they have on the crew is All Might, and I don't even care if that's Prime All Might or not. Now let's go down to what's really going on. Meliodas is relative to that of Chaos. He defeated the Demon King. He has the 10 commandments at his disposal, plus he has Natsu on the side, the same Natsu that took down Fairy Heart Zero, the same Natsu that had to deal with multi-dimensional level attacks coming from old tier. And let's not forget to mention Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen. Gojo has domain expansion, he has limitless, he has 6 eyes, and the domain expansion is infinite void. Now, I'm not saying that Naruto and Luffy can't beat some people in Team B 1v1 or anything like that, or maybe 2v1, but when you're talking about the complete teams, it's too much for Asta to deal with, to have to thwart the magic coming from Meliodas and Natsu. Oh man, which side wins? So on the left side, we have Goku, Anti-Spiral, Sukuna, Giorno, Naruto, Aizen, and Alucard. And then on the right hand side, we have Saitama, Simon, Gojo, Ichigo, Rimuru, Kaguya, and Madara. Both these teams are unreal. I mean, you can break this down based on the 1v1 matchups that are happening here, because basically this is what's going to have to happen. I mean, there is just too much firepower here for everybody to really just go into group battles right away. I think Goku and Saitama are definitely going to be keeping themselves busy. Anti-Spiral going up against Simon Gurren Lagann. Obviously, Simon is going to win there. Gojo going up against Sukuna. Manga spoilers, Sukuna is going to grab that. Giorno going up against Ichigo. Personally, from a hacks perspective, you can technically say Giorno would win. Now, Naruto has no shot against Rimuru, especially if it's light novel Rimuru. Aizen going up against Kaguya. This one is kind of tricky. Kaguya can switch dimensions, which will make it very, very tough for Aizen to really lock in with his Kyoku so he gets to really get those hallucinations off, because she's gonna be having the upper hand in that scenario. But Aizen also has access to the Hogyoku. I think it comes down to the point where if Aizen is able to transcend his own powers at a rate that's able to keep up with Kaguya, maybe he has a shot. But overall, I think Kaguya is gonna be starting at so much of a higher base power than Aizen that it's gonna be tough for him to really catch up in time with the Hogyoku. Kaguya would have more than enough time to seal in Aizen. And then you have Madara going up against Alucard. I mean, based on what I'm hearing, Alucard should definitely grab this. And personally, I believe Madara would need his 10 tails form to even compete in this type of situation. Which means both sides have 3 wins outside of Goku versus Saitama. Of course, it would come down to this. I understand Saitama was able to contend with the Cosmic Fear Garo. I understand he was able to elevate his power so much so that it was growing at an exponential rate, so he was able to surpass Cosmic Fear Garo during the battle. We get all of that. I just happen to believe that Goku having access to the power of Hakai, Goku being in his Ultra Instinct form perfected, makes him more formidable, makes Saitama have an issue trying to catch up during battle. And a lot of the feats that Saitama did in the One Punch Man verse are impressive, but it is nothing that Goku cannot pull off. Now, Saitama did kick away warp portals, which is impressive because that's a feat that I don't even think Goku can technically pull off. But hand-to-hand combat, physical strength, it's gonna be an issue going up against Goku for Saitama right now. Not saying end of series One Punch Man or anything, we don't really know, but right now currently I think Goku still is stronger than Saitama. So that means it's a very close matchup, but I still have to give it to the left side overall. Now you guys let me know down in the comment section below which teams you agree with or disagree with. Obviously this was tough, but we made it through. Thank you guys so much for watching, and with that, I'll see you guys next time.